What's up, everybody? It's your boy AJ, aka the Santa Fe Bomber, and I want to thank you for joining me for this new series I'm putting on called Quick Hits. I'm breaking down this week's fight card so that way you know where my mind's at, where I'm leaning my money. But a caveat, folks, you do need to tune into the Bloody Water podcast to get the full breakdown and the picks. This one's coming at you quick. Let's get right into it. Alright, folks, so this week's fight card is UFC Fight Night Gane versus Spivak, taking place in Paris, France. We got 11 bouts. We're just covering the main card on this one, but like I said, Paris, France, it's going to be Gane's home turf. Spivak's coming to fight. These are the fights right here that we're going to be breaking down, and let's lead into it right away with Cyril Gane versus Sergey Spivak. So, Cyril Gane, going to be the faster guy, going to be the guy that's on the feet a little bit. Sergey Spivak needing to take this fight to the ground. Alright, Sergey Spivak, he's calling the polar bear for a reason. Big, heavy fists, likes the ground and pound. Gane's going to be dancing around the circle, staying on his bike, trying not to get held, and if he's able to maintain the range, he will be a devastating power. Although Sergey Spivak on a 3-fight win streak, it's going to be a battle. I'm curious. My big question going into this one, can the polar bear take him down? Not a lot of people have. John Jones has. If it does, it speaks big for Sergey Spivak going forward. Might see a title shot in the future. Next fight up, Manon Fiorot versus Thug Rose Namajunas. Alright, if you know me, you know I'm a little biased towards Thug Rose, but Manon Fiorot is also very, very dangerous going into this. She's going to be the taller fighter. She's going to be a little lankier and a little bit faster in the draw, if you will. She's going to be trying to lead the front foot is what I'm talking about. Rose Namajunas has been working on her grappling. She's going to be very, very dangerous in there. I also think Thug Rose needs to get this to the ground, work her jiu-jitsu, get inside the pocket, and really start laying up some damage in the middle, exit, get away, or like I said, take this to the ground. Manon Fiorot will be looking for the clinch, will be looking for the knees, and going to try and use that range whenever she can to maintain distance on the outside. I think Rose is going to work some serious damage while in the middle range, in that inside, not necessarily all the way in, not necessarily all the way out, but Thug Rose will be there to scrap, and if anything goes wrong, the jiu-jitsu will come out. We'll see. Let me know what you think. Will Thug Rose pull on the jiu-jitsu to win the match? It's up for debate. Next one up, Benoit Saint-Denis versus Thiago Moises. This one, folks, is going to be a fun one because Moises is the quintessential gatekeeper position at this moment, man. He's been up and down. You can see it right here. 2 wins, 2 losses. He has an up and down career, but the thing about Thiago Moises, he fights the hardest fighters and he does very well, but sometimes he drops them to people he should have won him, and especially on this one, Joel Alvarez. A lot of people were rooting for Thiago Moises in the fight. You can see it ends in a KO, but he is looking good. Very, very dangerous on the ground, and the same thing goes for Benoit Saint-Denis. Folks, do not sleep on the God of War. He might be newer to the scene. He might be coming out of Paris, France. There's a lot of things you don't know because they're really not marketing this guy. All right, Benoit Saint-Denis, heavy power in the hands and serious grappling. All right, I'm excited for this fight strictly because both fighters have such a good ground game that they're going to have to exchange on the feet. Benoit Saint-Denis is in a showcase position to really dominate the fight and win win in the striking. That's what I'm excited for. Let me know what you think. Do not sleep on Saint-Denis. I'm telling you that Moises might be the more familiar name, but Benoit Saint-Denis is here to scrap. All right, next fight up, we got Volkan Ozdemir versus Bogdan Guskov. And if I butcher the name, I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of Russian fans out there, so let me know in the comments how I can improve. Either way, Volkan, no time, Ozdemir versus the UFC newcomer in Guskov. This is going to be an interesting one. Another gatekeeper status here for Volkan Ozdemir. He is dangerous. He has length. He has power, but he is on an up and down roller coaster of a career. Wins against the guys he should, loses against the guys that are just a little bit up above him. That's why he's in the gatekeeper position now and going against a guy, Bogdan, man. This is an interesting one because he has so many wins on his record. A lot of them straight rights, all in the first, all in the second, like very, very fast TKOs. So the question that always remains with these newcomers that are coming in, is it a fluff record? Is he a can beater? We're going to see. That's the question he's going to ask because he is facing no slouch of Volkan Ozdemir. I'm kind of weighing heavily on Volkan Ozdemir by KO, but Bogdan is also a complete savage. I'm excited to see what my boy Derek thinks. Make sure you tune in the Bloody Water podcast for the full breakdown. All right, folks, and open up the main card, William Gomes versus Yanis Gamori. This is 2 Frenchmen at the start of their career, looking to make an impact, and they have a chance against each other. All right, Gamori, very stable position, very well rounded, quick, fast kicks, looking to get in a brawl, interested, always does have that front foot in the tire. He's going to be bringing the pressure, and if you've seen a couple, at least in the last year of MMA, you know William Gomez is absolutely no joke, and they're very long for it, man. 6 foot against a 5'9" guy. Both of them, though, are feeling really, really good, coming off of wins in their last one. The only difference right here, Gamori's a finisher. Gomes has been having to have a couple decisions in his last few. But the thing is, Gomes has been in the UFC. This is the test for Gamori right here to really make sure he can make a stand in the UFC, make a splash, and make a name for himself. This is going to be an interesting one, opening up the main card. All right, I told you folks, quick hits, trying to keep it fast right here, trying to keep it smooth, trying to keep it simple. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button, leaving a comment down below if you liked it, you hated it, or how I can improve in ways to make the show better. We're trying to build this community, but the most important thing, you do need to go check out the Bloody Water podcast. We're your favorite fighter's favorite fight show for a reason, and this was just a sample, just a taste, just a kiss of what you're going to find on the Bloody Water podcast. That's where all my picks are. Like I said, these are just a quick hit breakdown for you. Make sure you tune in over there. Go follow my boy Derek on all the socials, and I'll catch you all later. All right, peace.
Bearsy?